This Yamal downfall is absolutely ludicrous, man, because this man went from the young buck, the young star of football, the future of football, what Ansu Fati was supposed to be, to the next Diddy, man. What is going on with this guy? It was reported that he had a birthday party and he was inviting women that were blonde, including Claudia Calvo, a Spanish model. She was asked to attend the party and was offered between 10 to 20,000 to go. And she didn't know what they expected from her, and they were asking a lot of blonde women specifically with specific chest dimensions. And they couldn't be able to take their phones because at this party it was a no phones policy. This is an absolute crazy thing, especially what's going on in current day where we have, Diddy in court for these, freak offs where you weren't supposed to take, you're not allowed your phone during these freak offs because a lot of celebrities are doing questionable things allegedly. And Lamine Yamal said, you know what? I'm going to do my own. My man's barely turned 18 and he's already going crazy. I understand you look like you have a bright future. You're playing football at a very high level. You're a Ballon d'Or candidate. You've probably been a top 5 player. But this is unbelievable. Ever since this man linked up with Neymar, went on vacation with Neymar, it seems like he doesn't really want to be the best in the world. He just wants to be a top player. He shouldn't be taking notes with Neymar. You are 18 years old. You should be taking notes of Ronaldo and Messi. Instead of going out and partying with Neymar, you should actually go and see if you can get dinner with Ronaldo, dinner with Messi, learn about him. But instead, this man says, you know what? Screw it. I'm about to go I'm gonna go party with Neymar. Neymar is literally the prince that didn't get to be king because of his partying. There was times where this man would have an injury every time his sister's birthday would come up, and we'd see him at a club on his sister's birthday, while PSG are in the second leg of the Champions League knockout stage. And it's just like, my man Neymar, what you doing? That's really why he never lived up to expectations, because it was lifestyle then football. Football to enhance the lifestyle. That's how Neymar was. Meanwhile, Ronaldo and Messi were, I just want to win, I just want to win, I just want to win, I just want to win. And that's why these two were dominating while Neymar was just there, second fiddle to one, or being a wannabe in France. Now, even worse, this man is being held accountable for apparently abusing of dwarfism, entertainment, and using them as entertainment, hiring them. Absolutely crazy. What is going on in that party? They're abusing dwarves. There are no phones allowed. They want specific blondes with certain chest, figures. It's like, Lamine Yamal, mate, you've just turned 18 and you're moving mad. You're moving mad. At least I'll give this. Neymar was moving mad later on in his career. A lot of these legends were moving mad once they were established in their late mid-20s. This man, Lamine Yamal, is literally going absolutely wild. And I'm sorry to say this, but his downfall is going to be coming up if he continues this lifestyle. Because if he doesn't get disciplined, especially at this age of 18, you are going to go down a worse path than Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati, at least, it wasn't up to him. It was injuries. He had injury problems, and that's why he never got to fulfill his potential. Lamine Yamal, knock on wood, has not been injured. And instead, he's being irresponsible off the pitch. And his entourage or whoever need to get this man sorted. Because at the end of the day, mate, at the moment you're Barca's future, but you could very well be playing at Monaco in 5 years like Ansu Fati. 5 years ago, Ansu Fati was labeled as the future of Barcelona. Now he's going to Monaco to prove himself, So this man could very well fall off the face of the earth. And the very thing is, Ansu Fati wasn't undisciplined like Lamine Yamal. We weren't hearing this crazy stuff, but Lamine Yamal, mate, what are you doing? What are you doing, mate? What are you? And honestly, I'm not a fan of Madrid or Barcelona, and I want to see this talent, develop. I want to see what Lamine Yamal has to offer. But if he's going to be doing these things off the field, we're not going to see the best of Lamine Yamal. If you think he's good now, imagine what he'll be in 5 years if he stayed disciplined, if he went on a Messi type run, a Ronaldo type run, where you're just disciplined, focused on ball, not these freak offs, man. What are we doing with dwarfs, man? Leave them alone. Leave the women alone, mate. You want to go on vacation? Take the family on a cruise. Take the family here. Instead, this man's having freak offs, man. This is diabolical. But anyways, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about Lamine Yamal's freak offs? Do you think, it's valid, blow off some steam in the summer, or should he get back to working on his ball?